Ready? Peace and love, kings and queens of the universe. It's your girl Rosabelle. It's your girl Rosabelle. It's your girl Rosabelle. It's your girl Rosabelle. And thank you so much for tuning in to another video in this pregnancy series. I really appreciate all of the love and support that you guys have given us through these times. As I mentioned, of course, we're talking about me, all about Rosabelle, all about how Rosabelle's feeling through this pregnancy. Y'all heard me say I love being pregnant, right? Let's start from the top. COVID-19, that is the biggest thing that happened at the beginning of our pregnancy. How is it? How has it been? How did it affect me? It affected me because I wasn't able to do some of the things. We were supposed to travel at the beginning. We did not end up traveling, which ended up being a good thing because morning sickness hit me like 2 weeks after we were scheduled to travel. Whew. I do not recommend. My morning sickness was not like regular morning sickness. I wasn't vomiting, but I was very, very, very nauseous. And I was nauseous probably from about week 8 to about week 13, week 14. I couldn't eat my normal things like my vegetables. I always took a bag of vegetables with me every single day. I would eat very, very, very healthy. And during that time, all I wanted was hot wings and macaroni and cheese. And to sleep a lot. Like all the time. It was just being nauseous was, do not recommend that part of the pregnancy. Other things that COVID-19 affected was my fiance's ability to come to the appointments. She wasn't really able to come to the appointments because everything was getting shut down and it was very hard. She came to the first one where we got our blood work done to make sure that we were pregnant, and she didn't really get to come to any more in between except our anatomy ultrasound when they measured everything on baby, every bones and everything. And at that moment, had we wanted to know the gender, that would have been the time that we found out. She was able to go to a few more appointments after that, after like where we live, after we kind of died down a little bit as a county. But she has not been able to go to any appointments in the last 2-3 weeks. And here we are at 35 weeks. And she still can't come. So let's just put that into perspective when we're talking about COVID-19. Things that made this pregnancy interesting and special for me was that it was COVID times. And we were leading in towards the summer. Well, it was the beginning of the spring, but we were leaning in towards better weather. With COVID, my job, not working as much, so I was off a little more. That really helped with like my sleep, me feeling good. And I was able to still work out, except for those times that I was nauseous. So those 4 to 6 weeks were like on the working out. But as soon as that morning sickness went away, I got back to hitting it. I did not go back to the gym just because the gym wasn't open actually. The gym had closed by the time I started feeling better, but also didn't even reopen for a while. And once it did open, I told myself that I wouldn't go back just because I cannot physically, me as a little safety, I just cannot see all of the equipment being sanitized at all times. And I can't really see how we're really able to social distance at the gym. Sure, we can social distance on the treadmills and stuff, but I like to lift. And I didn't have to stop lifting. Obviously, I can't do my 100-pound barbell squats, but I can do 20-pound barbell squats. However, all things of going to the gym have definitely went down the drain since COVID-19, just to ensure that I'm really staying healthy during this pregnancy. Instead, I set up shop at home. I have some weights, probably no more than 25 pounds, and I have a yoga mat, I have resistance bands, I have things that I need to continue to work out at home, and I did. I pick new workouts every 3 to 4 weeks based off of the app that I have, and it has very much so been helping me. I am now 35 weeks. I do yoga quite frequently, probably 3 to 5 times a week, and I'm not really having any hip pain, no back pain. I'm still able to move around. Can't hike anymore. We'll talk about that in a second. Can't hike anymore, but I can still do some basic moving around and even still get around the grocery store. That's pretty good progress for me. Other ways that I was able to enjoy this summer while being pregnant was going hiking. I love, 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 love being outside, which is why I always wanted to be pregnant in the summertime so I could be outside, go swimming, and just enjoy everything outdoors. part of that happened for me. No swimming, because a lot of things were closed due to COVID. And then when they did open back up, the places that I went to kind of switched over to membership only. And unfortunately for me, honey, that money ain't worth it right now to go swimming. So I didn't go swimming, but I took a huge interest in hiking and working out outside and hiking and hiking some more. I've tried so many different trails this year, so many different levels of hiking. Unfortunately, at about 31 weeks, I realized, okay, doing this vigorous hiking, not gonna cut it no more. It's time to come back home. It's time to start doing yoga. It's time to start doing more stretching things because baby's starting to get big. One of my favorite parts about pregnancy is that the kicks and the movements and the bonding time that I have with my little one right here inside of my belly. I didn't get to feel movements very early because my placenta is in the front. And so the movements didn't really start until about 26 weeks for me, which is not wrong. Nothing wrong with that. The doctor said it's perfectly normal, especially for somebody with a placenta in the front. Doesn't mean anything's wrong with baby. It just means that my placenta absorbs more of the movement, so it's going to take me a little bit longer to feel that, which means baby, yes you, baby had to get stronger first before mama could feel anything. But when I started feeling it, I started feeling it. Were there any huge changes that I had during this pregnancy? No. My boobs got just like a little bit bigger, but from start to where I am now, even though I'm not done yet, I haven't gained much. I haven't changed pant sizes. I've gained about 15 pounds max this entire pregnancy. And actually, with my last appointment, I'm starting to lose a little bit of weight. Not a ton, just a couple pounds right now. I've actually been maintaining the same weight since 22 weeks. This pregnancy has challenged me to do a lot of things. It's challenged me to eat a lot healthier. It's challenged me to really make sure that my energy is balanced, make sure that I'm always happy, just because I want to pass that type of energy through to my child and not the negative energy, not the arguing, not the fighting. All of that stuff I have just completely cut out. I'm not here to argue with anybody. I don't want to fight with anybody because my child will not be feeling that negative energy at all. So I guess that definitely contributed to the way that I'm feeling also, just because I've been meditating and really focusing on that clear, clean, happy energy. Other things I've been able to do during this pregnancy, I've gotten into some hobbies. I've gotten more into photography. I took my own maternity pictures and really learning how to do family portraits, and also now indoor photography. I have started finally recording more. That definitely fell downhill once I got pregnant. Again, really during those morning sickness times. And then with COVID, I just really didn't know how to be around people. But towards the end of the summer, I was like, all right, I'm ready to get back out there. I'm ready to be around people again. I'm ready to record. And I'm ready to just seize the motherfucking day. Would I do this all over again? Absolutely. There has even been a point in this pregnancy where I was like, you know what? If I do this again and I still continue to have a happy pregnancy, I would not mind being a surrogate. I love being pregnant. I love the hormones. I love the bonding. I really love it. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in to this video. Thank you for being concerned. Thank you for keeping me happy. Thank you for keeping me on my toes. All of the above. In the next video, I'm going to be serving you with something amazing. Baby's hospital bag. I know a lot of people ask about that, and this is my first child, so we are not experts. However, I just want to share with you, all the expecting mothers and fathers, what am I putting in a hospital bag for baby? What do I actually really need? How did I come up with this? How did I come up with the idea to bring this? What is important to me that's in baby's bag? You'll find out in the next episode. As always, I'm Rosabelle, and you, my kings and queens, are worthy 365.